ruin the royal family exposed, as her ancestor reported beheaded for treason during Henry VIII's reign, a royal fallout with fatal consequences. Did you know that the first Baron Hussey of Sleaford is an ancestor of Meghan Markle? This is the story of how Prince Harry's wife's family spans to a Lincolnshire Lord, who was beheaded for alleged treason against King Henry VIII. This investigation also inadvertently exposed Meghan's lie about her origins of being 43% Nigerian as complete bullshit, a blatant lie. There is no possible way that she's that much Nigerian. If she'd said that her West African DNA was made up with 43% Nigerian, that would be believable. Saying she's a total of 43% Nigerian implies her mother is almost 100% Nigerian. That's just not a thing with African Americans. They're a mix of a variety of African people, Western European, and Indigenous American. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has been a consistent feature of headlines since her marriage to Prince Harry in 2018, and subsequent departure from the royal family duties in 2020. But when you take a trip down the ancestry of Meghan Markle, you eventually find your way here in Lincolnshire, and a lord who is even a chamberlain to Mary I, daughter of King Henry VIII. John Hussey, the first Baron of Sleaford, was the son of Chief Justice of the King's Bench Sir William Hussey, and he would go on to be knighted in 1497 after the Battle of Blackheath. Hussey's great-great-grandson was Captain Christopher Hussey, who's significant in this story as he left England in the 1650s to become a founding father of Nantucket, an island off Cape Cod, Massachusetts in the United States of America. 10 generations down that family line and we find Thomas Markle, the father of 41-year-old Meghan, who first became famous for her acting role on Suits, before engaging in a romance and eventual marriage with Prince Harry. Lord Hussey was named as a bodyguard for Henry VIII, and his stock grew from then on as he became Master of Lyfield Forest in Rutland in 1505, and became an MP as Knight of the Shire for Lincolnshire in 1523. He was born in Sleaford, Lincolnshire in the mid-1400s, dying at the age of 70 after being beheaded at Tower Hill as part of a treason plot brought on by the then King Henry VIII. Henry VIII appointed him as Lord Hussey of Sleaford in 1529 and even invited him to the christening of Queen Elizabeth I in 1533, but 3 years later he was at the helm of an alleged conspiracy to dethrone the king. Lord Hussey was implicated in the Pilgrimage of Grace in 1536, a rebellion accused of attempting to overthrow the king and change laws. It's a charge he consistently denied. Despite his denial, he was executed alongside his cousin Thomas Darcy after being found guilty by the House of Lords. It's believed that these charges may have been levied due to Hussey's sympathies with the Catholic faith. Descendants of Lord Hussey were left struggling financially and socially after this, as the family's assets and barony were forfeited following his execution, which played a part in Captain Christopher Hussey's emigration to the USA. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree with this one. Henry VIII loved to behead people for treason. Had things been the same now, these two would be off at the Tower. While there have been no beheadings or treason charges in this modern-day saga, Harry and Meghan have sparked debate and controversy since their stepping back from